Hey, croeso a fi channel, which is welcome to my channel in Welsh. And thank you for all my new subscribers and new viewers. And I hope you will stick around and support my channel. So, things have been so crazy lately at home. So I thought for this video, I'm going to do 2 videos in one that I was planning to do. So, on my channel, I share my stories and my opinions. And by now, you should know what opinions are. All I'm going to say is, when I will explain things, what they are, and I will only do it once. Sounds harsh, I know. But if you're new to my channel and you want to know what it is, just look on my previous videos to keep you up to speed. That's just who I am. Well, yeah, I'm like that. Because I'm a very impatient person and I just want to keep things moving along, and it sounds harsh, but I just want to make sure my viewers have the best viewing experience of my channel and knowing me by watching all of the videos. Anyway, let's get on to it. So my opinion is that Beyond Burgers are the best vegan burgers ever. I've been eating them for 4 years now. Actually, yeah, 4 years. Is it 4 years? I can't remember. I've been eating them for that long. And they're in the McDonald's, what's it, plant burger meal. Yeah, I love them. They're my absolute favourites. And they are the best ever. So, Zopinion over. So, the second part will be my life story part 2. Which will be a little bit shorter. Sorry, I'm just like moving my camera around. Because I'm like sitting down, like on the edge of my sofa, trying to get comfortable and trying to get like the best angle. Yeah, I think I have my stand thing that you put the camera on, like your phone on or whatever, but I just can't find it. But then when I do find it, it will be a celebration, believe me. Anyway, yes, I got my roots done. My hair's a little better colour. And I just love this colour. It just brings out my eyes. It makes them pop. Right, so part 2 of my life story. This is a shorter one because in this part of my life story would be from the age of 5 to 7. And from that age, from those 2 years, it's a very short period of my life, and there's probably not so many memories that I can think of or remember. But if I do have any memories unlocked, I will write them down and I will share them. I promise. Pinky promise. Anyway, yeah, I keep looking around at the camera because of where I live in an apartment building, and I'm just worried like my neighbours, you would end up like hearing like maybe like my neighbours coming in and out of their apartments or whatever, and I'm just like really like nervous, like whoa. And also there could be like cars driving past and things like that, and also I'm just still not quite used to like talking in front of the camera. So yeah, I move my hands a lot it's because I'm nervous. I have really bad anxiety. And I think I'm slowly getting better at it and just being a bit more chill in front of the camera and just, I've been watching, It's Keisha, and it's, the It's is spelled ITZ. And her channel is really good. Like, she does a lot on like celebrities and how she is, like, she really does. She is just herself. She's chilled out. She just says what is on her mind, and for me, like, I don't know. I don't know how exactly she feels, but well, obviously because I'm not her. Like, I'm me. I'm Zoe. but she just like, it just feels like, when I watch it, I just think, oh my god, she just feels like I'm just thinking, oh my god, she must feel like so liberated, like in front of the camera, just saying what she wants to say. And that's how I want to be on my channel. Maybe I'm not there yet, I don't know. Just whatever, just go along with it. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna move my camera a lot. I'm trying to get comfortable, okay? Anyway, so, age of 5 to 7, I was living in a place in southeast London that's not far from where I lived before, and it was called Lee Green, which sounds like a name of a person. Maybe it was named after a person, I do not know. But, it was a very, like, residential, yeah, it was very residential, not many stores, or didn't have a high street. I know they had a Sainsbury's, like a small Sainsbury's store, I think. That's where my parents would shop. Yeah, it did. It's all vague. Yeah, most of my memories definitely more vague. It's been so long ago. I'm showing my age. Eek. And I'm being a cringy millennial, which I am. I'm gonna own it. Anyway, maybe that's something you could like watch and enjoy or laugh at. Don't worry, I'm laughing too. My cringy millennial behaviour. Anyway, so yeah, it was in Grove Park. That's a different story. Yeah, so Lee Green. I remember the day I moved in. It was the apartment was a lot smaller than the one that I lived in before that. My bedroom was a shoebox. It was so small. I remember my dad and my grandma's, like my dad's mum, her husband, but they weren't married then. I think they just started going out, dating, because yeah, because I remember me, my mum and dad, we went to my grandma's brother's wedding reception, and he was there and he was dancing with me and like my dad's sister's kids. Yeah, but he was cool. He was. I'll probably talk more about him in another video. I just remember, yeah, they were cutting up the carpet I had to make it a lot smaller. Oh my god, it was a lot smaller. Yeah, so I wasn't very happy. Yes, and right, I'm a little bit nervous about saying this because the name of the road I lived on, like, name of that road that I lived on at that time, was called Corona Road. Yes, Corona. Yeah. So yeah, in 2020, I was just like hiding my head in shame, thinking I am taking this to the grave. But no, I will not. Yeah. Oh, whatever. Anyway, I remember the school, because I had to change schools, and the school I went to was called Cooper's Lane. That was in Grove Park. So, wondering why I said Grove Park? That's why. It all comes together. All my silliness and whatever. Yeah, and I remember the first day. And what I remember was I was thinking, I don't really like this. This is so different from the last school. This is kind of weird. And I remember, because in the school I went to before, like, when we finished any, like, worksheets that we had to do, we had to put them in a tray. Like, these plastic trays, and it was, like, on some table, countertop, I don't even know. And I did that. I finished a worksheet, and I was just walking around looking for the tray, and the teacher was just looking at me like I was from another planet when I told her. She asked me what was that, what was I doing. I explained to her. She just looked at me like I was weird. I was like, well, don't all schools do this? Isn't this school is weird? You are not normal. I didn't really like the school much. At that time, I would say, yeah. But what I do remember is someone from my class. He lived on the same apartment block as me, and that was good because somebody lived near. And there was a girl who was a couple of years above, and she lived like 2 doors down from me. And me and my mum would like let her walk to school with us. So that was good. I remember like in the mornings, like, I would knock on the door and I'd greet her. Then we'd go into, because she lived with like her grandparents, and yeah, I used to love hanging out with her. She was so cool. Like, I wanted to be like her. She was like my idol. And that was cool. And memory, because I remember there were like other kids, and because in my apartment block we had, so if I was to explain it, so where my hand is, that would be where my apartment block was, and then we have like balcony, and then on front of it we had like these little gardens. They look like big allotments of like big fences around, so that was kind of cool. And then on the other side of it there was like a big grassland with like bricks around it, and I was never allowed on the side where the grass bit was. And I just remember going off with like the girl that lived 2 doors from me with her other friends, and like they were like kids that lived like nearby, onto that grassland, thinking it was fine, because it kind of was. Like, it was like literally outside my apartment block. My parents, if they could just look out the window and check out, but no, they were against it. They called me. They acted like I did the worst thing, like I was going off to the park. I don't know, going wandering off miles from home or something. I was running away. It was messed up. And then I was so upset, and then I looked at the window and I wanted to wave to like my friends because I was so upset, and she just felt sorry for me. And then I see, this is how close the grass thing was to my apartment. You could hear them, and our windows were closed, so it was pretty much safe. Anyway, and I was just saying, oh, because I was just waving and crying. I was really sad, and then she was like, oh, she's so sad. Then my mum dragged me out the. Yeah, I wasn't allowed out for a while, but during that time, and you know when I said about the gardens, so another memory. So my garden was next to another garden, obviously, and she was like this elderly lady. Her name was Maria. She was so sweet. She had all these beautiful flowers. They were all so colourful, and she would always give them because I used to always ask. She was like, oh, you want the flowers? I was like, yeah, I love them. They were lovely. And then a few doors down, there was like a young woman. I think she must have been about 20, maybe late teens, early 20s. She would always, like, during the summer, she would always sunbathe. She would have like a sun lounger laid out on the balcony outside our house. And yeah, I'm moving my camera, sorry. And I would always just like hang out with her. It was like so cool. Thinking I get to do cool stuff like that when I'm her age. Yeah. So that was like memories of the home life. Any more memories? Yes, now I can think of another one. Another night at the madhouse. And when I talk about the madhouse, remember the life story part 2 of my dad's sister with the Homer Simpson and their garbage pail kids, who I hate. I just did not like that house at all, or them. But the thing is, yeah, I just remember staying, and I remember the youngest one, the girl, she was going to like a friend's birthday party, and I think her mum, my dad's sister, had to go out, so guess who I was stuck with? Yep, the rest of them. Which, yeah, it was bad. I just hated it. Yeah, we went to Lewisham, like town centre. Like, well, it's not a town centre, it's more high street. I think we went to like into some store. And I bought a fashion doll and had some money left over to put in my little purse. And then I got some chocolates. I don't know. I just hated it. That memory, yeah. Don't think I stayed in that house much after that. So, more memories. I remember going to because my dad had 2 sisters. So the one I'm talking about is the second oldest, the one I've previous. So let's just say the one I talked about is, we just call her sister 2. So sister 1, I literally did not know her until I was at the reception that I was just spoken about. Family wedding reception. Where I had to ask her, because I wondered, like, who is this woman talking to my grandma and my mum and dad? Like, who is she? Who are you? And who are your kids? Like, why are you talking to us? Like, you know them. And I just asked for their names, like, what your kids' names. Yeah. I don't know whether that's bad on my family, because I know it's definitely not bad on me. I'm just sharing my stories, my opinions, my thoughts. Like, honestly, I just, that was what I was thinking at the time. I am, you know, like when you're a kid, you have no filter. So maybe I sounded rude. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, why am I getting into my head? Yeah, I just got into my head a little bit. Maybe because, like, I'm just thinking of how, like, what I'm saying is going to be perceived by other people, but it's not their lives. It's not their lives. It's whatever. Anyway, I'm rambling. Why am I rambling? Yeah, this gets me going. Anyway, so Sister One's daughter had a birthday party. I remember going there. It was boring AF. Literally was. Like, I wanted to hang out with, like, people that were in my class who I saw every day. I would have rather gone to their parties. And I actually did a few times. And it was a hell of a lot better. Yeah. There was another stayover, like sleepover. This was my dad's place. My dad's, like my grandfather and his wife. Their house. And it was with me. I was there. The daughter of, like, my dad's sister one and the daughter of dad's sister two. It wasn't that great of a day. The only bit I liked was spending time with well, I don't know how to just so it was like, she was like my step aunt, and she was like about, no, she is like 10 years older than me, and I just thought she was so cool. Like, I wanted to hang out with her. She's so much better than, like, the daughters of, like, my dad's sisters. And better than my dad's sisters as well. She was so much cooler. Way cooler. Yeah. And, yeah. Then I had to, share the room with dad's sister's one daughter. It was in the spare room with her. Honestly, I could not sleep that night. It was a nightmare, living nightmare. That's what I was thinking at the time. But yeah, like, she was snoring her head off and going, oh god, it was so irritating. I could not sleep. I had to go downstairs, and my grandfather, he was just pissed off. Like, what the hell? I could not sleep. I had to, because of that noise that was making. It was just horrible. It was, yeah, another horrible night. I wanted to go home, and I did go home. So I'm glad, but I did miss my step aunt. Also, they had a lot of, like, pets. They had cats, dogs. Like, I think they had gerbils, rabbits. I did hear they had a pet owl as well, and I don't know. She also had, like, my step aunt had a pet duck as well. Yeah, that's so cool, because I like ducks. She likes ducks. Yeah. And that was it with the stayovers. That's all I remember. So what other memories? Yes, because I said it was the age of 5 to 7. So this was like mid-90s. And what was around in the mid-90s? What was big? Girl power! Peace. If I could make this as a thumbnail, I would. Girl power. Yeah, I love the Spice Girls. I loved girl power, even though my dad was just like, ugh, had an attitude about it. Always did. Always. What the hell? I love the Spice Girls, and my favourite was Victoria. Posh Spice. I wanted to be like her. Like, oh my god, her style. I don't know why people say she was talentless. Okay, she wasn't the best of singers. She wasn't. And people say that, like, I don't think she's that great. But yeah, I mean, she's got good harmonies, and she was trained in a, like, theatre school as well. But my god, when it came to fashion, she knows. She was what to fashion, what pop stars were to music. So yeah, she had the best style. And what else? Yeah, I love the Spice Girls. 101 Dalmatians, because I think the live one was like released then. I adored that film. Oh my god, like, I love that film. Wanted a Dalmatian, for real. Surprisingly now, like, I wouldn't want one. Like, if you, like, knew me now, like, yeah, it's definitely surprising, but I love that film. I actually still like that film. I haven't watched it in years, but I still think it's kind of good. Maybe they should remake it. That would be good if they did. Yeah. Yeah, so memory. Any more memories? Oh, actually, I can't think of one. This one is a really bad one. Princess Diana. Because as I said, from the age of 5 to 7, 90s, yeah, I just remember, like, my mum was telling my dad's, yeah, that one was really sad. Even though I don't quite understand it, and was always like this, and listen to, like, my family's opinions on her, and oh my god. Rest in peace, Diana. Rest in peace. Yeah, another memory. My dad had got a Land Rover. It was like this really old one. And it was like light blue. It had no, I think it had seatbelts in the front. And then on the back, it had like seats on the sides, and they had no seatbelts. Like, yeah, all I remember, I just thought it was kind of cool, like, that my dad finally had a car again, because he had to get rid of the Sierra. So I didn't really care much about cars and car names and designs and blah blah blah. So yeah, another memory was, so this is like the last one I can think of. Actually no, that's a lie, I can think of a couple more. Yeah, this was during the Christmas Eve after he got that car. He woke up. Yeah, my mum and dad woke me up early in the morning. Must have been like 5 in the morning or 6. I don't know. It was dark and cold. told me to get dressed, wrap up warm, we're going shopping. And we had to do like our Christmas shopping. Yeah. And then another memory. I'm trying to think. The other memory. Yeah, this one isn't good. Yeah, mum and dad were arguing a lot. I think I don't really, because I was like out of the house a lot or at my friends' houses, so it didn't really bother me. Even though like I did fear my dad. I always had a fear of my dad. My mum, I don't know, she was mega clingy with me. Like every time, like honestly, like I know like mums can be like they want to spend their time with their kids, but they kind of like, I don't know, like as soon as their kids in school, they would just like, they have their jobs or their friends or what they like to do outside all of that, like hobbies or yoga class, I don't know, you know, something like that. Like they would sort of develop a life of their own outside of their children and their kids. But my mum didn't. She just clung to me all the time. Every time I had a school trip, she was there. Even during like school hours, like she was just there, like hovering. It was just horrible. And it just got to... I will explain more of that in the next video, because there's kind of more stories with that. But it was just... oh. So, my parents arguing. Yeah, that's a memory I'm just unlocked. So 2 more memories I can think of. Right, this one is just really dorky. But, so on the way to school, like 5 minutes from the school, there was a little like convenience shop, like stores, a little video store, and like a church hall. So in the convenience store, they had like, you know, they sell all different things. But I saw this ring binder folder and I wanted it. And it must have cost less than £1. Easily, like early 90s. Hello. Things were cheap then. Yeah, I really wanted it. And my dad wouldn't buy it for me. So he said, you're going to get that if you have to be good. And you know what I did? I was being good because I wanted that folder. My love of stationery must have came from that. That's the origin of it. Yeah. I'm dorky. I'm cringy. But then again, I'm a millennial. That's what we are. We're dorky. We're cringy. But we... I don't know. I don't know what the but is with millennials. I think I need to make a video about that. Like millennials, being a millennial. I don't know. I probably will another time. So, final memory. Okay, this one isn't another bad one. I think there was trouble. My dad had trouble with neighbours. Surprise, surprise! Because I said from part 1, trouble with neighbours. Yeah, and our kitchen window got smashed. It's either kitchen or bathroom. Now, memory unlocked, literally, about the bathroom. So after this, I'll mention it. So, I think I'm just like stalling on this one. So yeah, kitchen window, mirror window was smashed. I don't know who done it or whatever. I think it's someone that the neighbours, my dad, that had a problem with my dad. I remember having a cut lip as well. Like, I don't know how it came about. I honestly don't. Like, that is all a blur. But the police came round, and that's, my mum was talking to the police. It was like, so from then on, that's like my thing. Like, you know, the first of my police trauma. Over time you will hear more about it, but yeah, that was another one. I don't think my mum, because I don't know. Yeah. So memory unlocked. Yes, about the bathroom. So let's end this story with a funny, with something funny. So, as I told you, memory unlocked about the bathroom. Right. The sink and the basin, no, well, sink, basin is the same thing. Oh, and the bath and the toilet was avocado green. Like, it was not decorated since the 1970s. Yeah. Yep. So, that is my life story part 2. So I will work on the part 3, which is, so part 3, part 3 is going to be a short one as well. But I'm just going to have to do some work on that. This video is 37 minutes long. I'm trying to think what else I could talk about. But after this, another video is going to be uploaded in a few days. Anything else? Oh god. My brain is just all messed up now. I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, camera keeps moving. This video's a mess. I don't care, okay? I really don't. I'm just uploading. I'm sharing stories. I'm sharing opinions. I'm not a professional. And that's okay. Why am I rambling? Why am I in my head again? I think I need to do this more. Because it's just like really therapeutic. It feels really good as well. I think I should just upload or everything. I think that could be a new type of therapy. Like, we just vlog our thoughts and our feelings and share our experiences, and whether they're good or bad, and just get it out there. People will relate, people won't, people will like it, people won't, whatever. And just show what's being human. Like, people are not gonna, people ramble or whatever. I don't know. Please comment if you've made it this far. But if you don't, whatever. I'm just gonna say, thank you if you have made it this far, and please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell button. And bye for now. Oh god. Anyway, so bye.